Story of my life, a cracked porcelain sky. Story of my life, learning to fly with broken wings tied. Story of my life, a funeral inside a smile. Story of my life, walking miles on miles on miles. I was born in the mouth of a wolf, wearing sheep's clothes, dirt floors, locked doors, and the God who never showed. My father left his shadow in the hallway, I outgrew it slow. My mother prayed so hard her knees turned to stone. You know, I learned hunger as a language, spoke it fluently by 10. So pieces of my childhood just to buy the pen again. Every friend was a question mark, every love a short-term lease. I built cathedrals out of silence just to feel some peace. The streets baptized me in gasoline and regret. I watched my best friend take a bullet and took his bag to forget. Don't you dare tell me about karma, don't speak to me of fate. I've been standing in the ashes so long I caught a fire home. Now wait, story of my life, I named the rain. Story of my life, I kissed my own pain. Story of my life, I broke every chain, puff, and still came back again. It's the story of my life, a lighthouse built inside a night, a quiet war, a second chance, a flower growing through a crack in the dance. This is the story of my life. I bled so you could see the light. I lost myself 1,000 times. Baby, you're the best. You stayed when I lost my mind. You stayed when I lost my mind. Yeah. She met me when I was a half-built house, walls missing, roof leaking, nothing to write home about. I handed her a hammer and said run. Instead she stayed, brought her own nails, fixed the floorboards, loved the mess I made. She never asked for credit, never asked for proof, just sat beside the rubble and said puff, I like the view. Some people are not people, they're reprieve. She's the silence after the screaming, the anchor after the sea. I used to think love was a battlefield with no winner. She taught me love is a table and she saved me a seat at dinner. When the old me died, she didn't mourn, she threw a parade, said good now grow, I love to see, but I want the whole blade. Most people love you for your bloom. She loved me when I was just a root in the dark. That's not love, that's archaeology. She dug until she found something worth saving, and then she didn't save me. She handed me the shovel and said, finish it yourself, I'll hold the light. Puff! Cymbal tap. Story of my life, scarred and learned to sing. Story of my life, a crow with a diamond ring. Story of my life, burning just to feel the spring. Baby, you're the best, you love the wreckage underneath the wing. Story of my life, I fell, I crawled, I climbed. Story of my life, I left the old me behind. Story of my life, I turned a wound into a rhyme. It's the story of my life, and I'm still here every time. She asked me once,
Puff, what's the story of your life?
I said,
Baby, it's the one where I almost drowned, but you taught me to breathe underwater.
puff!